Okay, so as I said at the beginning of the other lesson, I said that univariate data, when we're talking about univariate, it's just generally one list of data. So that can help you. So we'll only be looking at one list of data. Okay, so when we've got univariate, one list of data. So we're gonna be looking at, we get information, and it might be a measurement or something that we've observed, like a survey. So you might count how many cars in the car park, etc. Okay, so when we collect data, but data we can call different types of data different things. So say if I collected the height of all you guys, we call that a numerical data. If I collected, say, the car type that your parents drive, so whether it was like a BMW, Mercedes, that's a category. It's not a number, it's a categorical. So what we're going to do is we have data. So our first way we break it up is we either say that it is categorical or we say it's numerical. Okay, then those two categories, so you've got these two categories, they can get broken up into their own little two subsections. So you could have nominal or ordinal. Okay, so if we're talking about categorical data, and the easiest way, so say I said the car types, so BMW, Mercedes, that is an example of nominal. So there's no ranking or order. Okay, so you can't say, you just have to say a Mercedes, BMW. With categorical data that's ordinal, you'll see some type of order. So you know so there's an order to the categories. So what I mean by, you know when you do those surveys where you go least liked or something, yeah? You know, some like, do you get what I mean? And then it's like, hate, and then whatever, you know, that you go up to excellent and all that. So there's those, that range, that order. The same with, so we'll do a couple of examples on the next page in a minute, but that's how you do. So you break that up too. Now this numerical data, you can break that up into what we call discrete and continuous. The best way to know, generally, to tell whether it's discrete is counted. So say, for example, I asked each one of you how many TVs you had in your house. You see how you counted how many TVs? So that would be discrete data. Over here, continuous data is measured. So say, for example, if I collected your height, do you think I measured that? Yeah, so that's an example. So they're the quick way to know. So we're over on the page, next page. I gave you another one so that you can put your examples as you go through your notes and you find ones and you find them a little bit tricky, you can add them into your lists underneath. Okay, so I'm going to put some examples here for you to help you. So an example of categorical nominal data could be types of cars, yeah? So you might put it in the brackets, you know, I don't know, Mercedes, BMW, whatever, etc. Yeah, the type of car. Another type of nominal data, say I collected your eye colour, yeah? Say we just collected what everyone's eye colour was. Yeah, that would be, there's no order in it. It's just a colour, okay? So let's practice ordinal. So say, for example, an ordinal one could be, you know, like if they said pizza size. You know when you go into a shop and you order a small, medium, large? Do you think if someone said, oh, I ordered a medium, I have some idea that the small is smaller than that and the large is bigger than that, don't I? Because of that, it's got an order, yeah? Another one that can be quite tricky, don't assume because of the name that it's numerical. When you have, say, places in a race, so even though it's a category, even though you say you came first, it's a category. We're putting you in a category. That one might be a little bit harder. So you say first, second, and third. There, it's a category. So it's actually categorical data, but it does have a numerically sounding name. And another tricky one that might come up, which might get confused, is say I said shoe size. The shoe size, when you say you're a shoe size of, size 10 or something, that is not a numerical data. You're not counting it, you're not measuring it, you're just saying you're a size 10. That's a categorical. But I know when you say 10 and I say I'm a size 5, I know that I'm a lot smaller, don't I? So there's an order there. Yeah, can you see that? So just be careful, make sure that you know. All right, so with numerical, it's a bit easier. So discrete is counted, so we might say number of, phone calls made or something. You do that. You might say, like any of them, they're pretty easy. So what did I say before? Number of TVs in a house. Oh, sorry. And then continuous would be something like that you measure. So if you collected your height, your weight, things like that. Maybe time taken to do something, that would be measured, yeah. Just be careful. I know the age, when they say how old you are, they're saying it's discrete because you're counting how many years, okay? So age is generally a discrete one. It can be a little bit confusing, but we would say that just in case. All right, so